Fine, fine, whatever. Loot the mole rats for no good reason. And let me see about my map. I think we want to head somewhere this way-ish. Not really sure. Just kind of running off memory. Yeah, I think we want to hit up to that tower thing right there, maybe. Maybe? Not sure. Hope so. I really hope so. Hey, look, it's a lovely raider. Raider gonna die. The raider saw me. Well, he's only got a knife or something. I'll just let him run up here. You get closer and you're just more guaranteed to die that much quicker. Thank you. He had a sword. A sword of all things. I hope I'm headed the right way-ish. And I totally forgot once again that to go to Tenpenny Tower and get that schematic. Hopefully I remember before the end of this set of videos, or I'm going to look really silly. Assuming I don't look silly already. Aha, here we go. I'm going to get to where I wanted to go. Which is right over here, across this bridge. Here is going to be a wonderful, nice little old lady quest giver person. Agatha! This is her house. Agatha, lovely Agatha. Before we go in there, let's go ahead and get Booten's wig on and the sheriff's duster. Oh, Agatha! There you are. I always miss where you're at.
Oh my! I wasn't expecting any visitors.
Hi there!
My. You certainly do look a little bit worn out from your travels. Oh, just look at my terrible manners. I'm Agatha. It's so nice to meet you. Now, what brings you all the way out here?
That's funny. I was about to ask you the same thing.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm just fine out here. My husband, rest his poor soul, saw to it that our house was well protected from the elements and the inhabitants of the wastes.
I take it you don't get many visitors then.
Apart from supply caravans, you're the first person to set foot inside my house in a long time. It's not for lack of trying at this point, mind you. I'm just far off the beaten path. Living in this isolation protects me, but it has also made me very lonely.
Oh, that sucks. Surely you haven't severed all contacts.
Oh, goodness, no. I have a supply caravan that passes here maybe once a week. I trade with them for whatever I need, and I stock up enough till they return.
What could you possibly have to trade?
Besides shelter, well, I offer something in the way of entertainment. I play songs on my homemade violin, and people trade me goods. If not in person, I use my husband's old radio set. The men in the caravan say it keeps their morale up on lonely nights in the wasteland.
I guess a homemade violin is never quite in tune.
Oh, you are a clever one. Yes, that's exactly the problem that I have with it. It doesn't quite play all of the notes correctly, and I have to constantly tinker with it.
Your husband's radio can broadcast across the entire capital wasteland?
Yes, my husband was very proud of the setup. He tinkered with that thing for years to get it working. I've tried to use it to get whatever I need, but I've never gotten a reply.
You built a homemade violin, huh? Impressive.
Thank you. Well, my husband had his hobbies. I'm afraid mine was making that sorry instrument. I only wish I could replace it with something better.
Is there any way I can help?
Well, now that you mention it, yes, there is. My trading depends on my violin. Without it, I have nothing to play, no way to make music. If you can bring me a violin, a better one, I'd feel much more secure.
A violin, that's hardly something that would have survived the war.
Yes, very sad, isn't it? Sad to think that no more musical instruments will ever be made the old way ever again. Well, fortunately, I know where perhaps the last real violin in the world exists. If you give me your word that you will recover it, I will tell you more.
This is creepy, but okay, sure. If only you had something to help keep me safe, my little honeybee.
Oh my, I didn't know I still had the looks. Well, you just made my day, you sweet thing. Let me give you something extra to help you on your way. I have a small amount of ammunition that my husband left behind, a box of odds and ends. I don't think I've opened it in years. If you do this for me, you're welcome to take whatever you need.
All right, I give you my word. I'll do my best to recover a violin for you.
Oh, I don't think I've been this happy in years. As promised, here's the key to the ammunition box. It's right under the radio table. Before you leave, I have some information that may help you, at least a place to begin. It all starts with my great-great-grandmother Hilda back in 2077, before the bombs fell.
You have records from back then?
Of a kind, yes. Hilda sent a good deal of letters to my great-grandmother Mary, who passed them on, and so forth. I suppose the correspondence could be considered a diary of sorts.
2077, I can't even imagine that long ago.
It certainly is a long time. That precious instrument has been through a lot. Anyway, Hilda was quite a special woman, classically trained and exceptionally talented at the violin. Her pride and joy was her Stradivarius violin. I can only imagine how exquisite this instrument must have been. When the war reared its head, she was invited by Vault Tech into Vault 92. They claimed the vault would be dedicated to preserving musical talent.
Musical talent? Why would they care about that?
Vault-Tec was always promoting the vaults being used for the preservation of the arts and all that nonsense. Hilda couldn't pass on a chance to meet many of the other musical talents of the world, so she accepted their invitation. Then the bombs fell, the vault was sealed, and my family never heard from her again.
After 200 years, how can you be certain the violin is in decent shape?
She kept it in a special pressurized case. Inside the case is the perfect temperature and humidity for the instrument. If the case is still functioning, the Stradivarius would be in perfect shape. Hilda's Stradivarius was named the Swa Stradivarius. All of them had names. That's what I want you to get.
Any idea where Vault 92 is located?
That's the catch. I have no idea where it is. I'd suggest making your way to Vault-Tec headquarters in the D.C. ruins. That would be a good place to begin. Good luck!
Tell me a bit about your great-grandmother.
She was quite a special woman. Hilda was her name. Classically trained and exceptionally talented at the violin. Her pride and joy was her Stradivarius violin. I can only imagine how exquisite this instrument must have been. When war reared its head, she was invited by Vault-Tec into Vault 92. They claimed the vault would be dedicated to preserving musical talent. Happily, she accepted. After she entered Vault 92, the bombs fell, and the story as I know it ends.
What do you know about the Swa Stradivarius?
Not too much, I'm afraid. It was fabricated way back in 1714 by a famous Italian craftsman named Antonio Stradivari. He had made a bunch of Stradivarius violins, actually, and each one was individually named over time to identify them. They are regarded as the most outstanding instruments ever made, and no two sound alike, they say. Incredible! Since the bombs fell laying waste to most of the world, it may be safe to say that this could be the last surviving violin of its kind.
How will I know the Stradivarius when I see it?
Well, from my great-great-grandmother's diaries, I have deduced that she had a special pressurized case created for it. Hopefully, the Swa Stradivarius was in the case when she... well, you know.
Is the Stradivarius worth a ton of caps? I'm not going to ask that. That's retarded.
Well, okay.
Can you tell me anything about Vault-Tec headquarters?
From what I gather, it's located in the ruins of D.C. I got the location from one of the supply caravans. They told me it had extremely high security and something they call a mainframe inside. I'd imagine it's quite dangerous. I'd be careful if I was you.
Do you have any information on Vault 92?
I'm sorry. I wish I did. All I know is that Vault-Tec intended it to be a protective environment for the world's musical talent. When the bombs fell, the vault was sealed, and the rest is a mystery. Perhaps when you find it, you can find some sort of a record of what occurred inside.
Okay.
Watch yourself out there.
So the thing we can get, the key that she gave us, is for this down here. And yay, 44 rounds and a bunch of other ammo I'll probably never need. Yay. Hooray. We'll be able to give Agatha here the sheet music thing that we got after we come back to give her the violin and stuff when we get our quest done. Alright, so I better get my armor back on before I forget. And I put the wrong stuff on. I want the head wrap, apparently. Now, we've already been to the Vault-Tec headquarters. We haven't actually gone inside, but we were there during the mission to find the Rangers, to rescue the Rangers. And I just need to remember where it was. Vault-Tec headquarters. So now we can fast travel there. And here we are. Vault-Tec, yay! So in the next set of videos we will travel inside Vault-Tec headquarters and see if we can find some information on Vault 92. Find its location and then we can go on to other things. But for now, let's make a permanent save. And that'll be it for this set of videos. Thanks for watching, boys and girls. I'm the Good Old Gamer. This has been more Fallout 3. Yay! Bye for now.